Okay, good morning or good afternoon. It's 10:58. Today we're going to try to talk about this log splitter I bought. Been having a kind of a, not rough, but things aren't going right this morning. Let's see. I'll probably forget stuff that went wrong this morning already. I actually started around 9:20 this morning, just now getting out here. Got the whole way out here. You can see it's muddy out. There's nothing but rain for the last, I don't know, couple days. And all I want to do is cut up that wood pile right there, get that done. And I thought I'd show you about this log splitter. I left my gloves out all night, which they got rained on all day yesterday. So they're wet, that's nice. Then on my way out here, I dropped one and I couldn't turn around because the path was too narrow. So I had to drive the whole way out here, unhook this thing, go back, get my glove, come back out. In the process of taking the log splitter off, I ripped my cover off of my toolbox on my log splitter. So all my tools now are in that bag. If you know anything about that, that won't last long because the screwdrivers, and already I can see my vice grips poking through the bag. So hopefully I can carry them back in that bag without them falling all over the place. But we're gonna get this done anyways. So I kind of got it up here on somewhat level this way, not so much this way. Should be okay. If you don't have it level, the hydraulic fluid squirts out of that little cap right there, which I just ran it for a little bit and it didn't do anything. So hopefully it'll be okay when I put the pressure to it. Anyways, YARDMAX 28-ton half beam log splitter is what this is called. It's a half beam because most of the I-beams, it's not really an I-beam, but we'll call it an I-beam. This beam right here, you guys can see that. I'm trying to keep my video on. Is it usually goes the whole way out to the end here, but they made it so it's halfway, so it's only a half beam. It makes it a lot lighter for transporting back to the woods and things like that, which is what I do with it. Okay, no, I didn't get a 32 ton or anything like that. You don't really need that for what I'm doing. I'm only splitting wood around my house and things like that. You don't need a big beefy log splitter. This thing has split almost everything I've asked it to, and it probably could split more, but I don't test it like that. So a couple features on this thing. Well, first of all, let's talk about when I first got it. It ran fine. It did what it's supposed to do, but it kept getting slower and slower the cycle time. Cycle time meaning the head coming out and splitting and going back. It was taking almost a minute. By the time I took it to the shop, it was taking about a minute for it to get just to extend. Can't talk this morning. And I thought it was this pump right here. Turns out this hose right here, you guys can see that, make sure I can, this hose right there was collapsed on itself. It was pinched. I thought that might be the problem because it wasn't getting hydraulic fluid, and took it down to the shop and they switched that out, and sure enough, that's all it was. So $30 fix down at Fort Timber. Not a big deal. Took care of it. So yeah, it's been running great ever since. Imagine that. So a couple of things I like about this log splitter. One, I think a lot of them are like this now. I don't really know because I only worked this one, and one I used to rent didn't have this feature that I can remember. But when you have to hold this handle right here forward so it can extend. So that's one hand busy, not down here. And I told you before accidents happen. I showed you that. And then the other one is you can let your hand just rest on the log here while it splits. You don't have to hold it and just put your finger on it. I'll have to do that today for sure because it'll roll off here. It's a little cantered. Another feature I like about it, and when you push it back, it goes back on its own and it kicks out and stops. This log stripper right here, if you get a log stuck on your wedge right here, which I need to fix that a little bit, it's getting dull, you can let it go back and these log strippers will pop that log right off the head or off the wedge here. So that's really nice. What I have here today looks like mostly white oak. That's what I have here. That's what we're going to be splitting today, and you can see he starts with the small stuff on top down to the bottom. I'll run it for a little bit, let you guys see it in action, and then we're going to call it a day. I'll keep working, but I'll get my camera on so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, and let me get my earplugs in, all that good hunky-dory stuff, because this thing is a little loud. You can still hear me, I think, when I'm running it. I think I ran it last time I was talking about firewood. So we'll get it fired up here. Get the splitting. Hopefully it's level enough. I put a rock underneath the kickstand. That kickstand, let's talk about that for a second. The kickstand is a pain in the butt. I don't know if I put the pin in wrong or what, but it never latches quite right. So I had to wedge the back tire. It wants to rock forward or rock backwards and slip out. It rarely ever kicks in right there and locks in place. It's a real pain. So I try to leave it hooked up to the four-wheeler, but I couldn't do that today just because it wasn't quite level enough. So anyways, enough talking. Let's get to work. So put these squishy wet gloves on. Yum. Where's my picker-in? Down there it is. I don't really need it right now. But we'll go down and grab it. Oh God, that feels gross. All right, let's start this bad boy up. Should start in the first pull, it usually does. Okay. When you're splitting, see how it's got a knot down here? Knot. Yeah, you can see knot here, knot there. Split from this end first. It'll go much better. No hands. Have a four-way wedge. I rarely ever use that because I have wood that's all different sizes. It doesn't always work on the bigger pieces. Like that, a slant, put the flat end towards the back, and then split it, don't plug it the other way. It'll jump off there on you. You know what I mean? Now, that makes it nice, but anyways, put it on there like that, it can jump out, things like that, but this helps a lot. Nice little feature on it. I don't need to put these on blank anyway. So yeah, you guys see, Again, YARDMAX, I bought it through logsplittersdirect.com. I think it was $1,200, I do believe, with the price tag on it. Again, which is a nice price for a 28-ton log splitter. Got a Briggs & Stratton motor on it, 208 cc's. Just about, 9.5 feet per pound. I'm not sure what horsepower the motor is. I know it's 208 cc's. I don't know the horsepower on that. I'm not sure. Doesn't matter. I'm rambling now. I'm thinking about stuff to tell you about this thing. It says one person, but two people was definitely a plus to put this thing together. It is awkward. It's bulky. It's mostly assembled. I mean, you got to put some stuff together. The main pieces put together when you get it. I had to put the wheels on, of course, and the fenders and the table there, the tongue. But the mechanics of it are all put together. You don't have to worry about that. The instructions are pretty simple. But when you tilt it up to work on stuff, before you have the tires on, you definitely need somebody else there to hold it steady for you. So I had my daughter hold it for me to put it together, which made it a lot nicer. If I wouldn't have had her, I'm not sure how I would have done that. So yeah, like I said, it says one person, but having two hands is a lot nicer. But we got it done, and I've been using it now for a little over a year, and I love it. It's much easier than swinging a split maul, that's for sure. So anyways, I'm going to stop talking on this video. I'm going to let you see how much wood this actually makes right here when I get done splitting. If I get it all done today, I should. Right now it's about shoulder height on me. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I'm standing here like that, so it's just about shoulder height. I'm not sure. That's probably about 4 feet or so, and we'll see where it goes after I split it all. See what happens. Okay. So I'm gonna turn this camera off. I'm gonna get to work, and we're gonna see what we got. Okay. Okay. I ran her for about an hour. Got it all split, as you can see. Started to stack it as I was splitting. So we'll get this all stacked up, and I will show you how much we got out of that stack of wood. I do want to tell you guys something. I wear safety glasses, yay, when I'm doing this. And the perfect example of that, well, I don't know if I can find a piece of wood that's down here. I may have picked it up already. But a side piece, as I was splitting, most stuff splits and it splits slowly, you know, like that. Did you like that? But every once in a while you'll get one that pops and the whole side or the whole piece just like explodes. And that piece shot up from here and went straight up in the air. Almost hit me in the face. But that's why you wear safety glasses. But that's just a real quick cap of the YARDMAX 28-ton log splitter. I want to show you guys what I used. For the longest time, I clean that out. I split by hand, and I'm not old, but I'm getting older, and I'm starting to feel it. So I got this log splitter, and it saves me so much time. You know, again, that was an hour's worth of work. I got some stacking to do that'll take me 15 minutes probably, and I'll show you the end result then. But I don't split by the house anymore, because as you can see the mess down there, that's all bark that's come off. And I got tired of that being around the house. So I split out here, and most of the time the bark comes off the tree, or off the wood, which helps it to dry out also. So now you can see my face. That's pretty much it. Again, I'll show you the end results here. I'm going to enjoy this day. It is only noon. I'm getting kind of hungry. And I'll finish up here, and then I will show you what we did. All right? Okay. It is 12:30, so it's about 20 minutes later. And there you go. I don't know how long this is. I'm guessing it's about 8 feet long. Definitely 4 foot high. Over that, it's almost up to my head, you can see. All right. When we first started, it was probably down here. So it makes the pile a little bigger when you split it, of course, because there's a lot more air pockets. I wish you were here right now to smell this white oak. It smells so good. But I also have a moisture meter. You want your wood about 20% or less is ideal. Most of the stuff I burn is right around 18%. So I'll bring my moisture meter out here and check this wood later on this year and see where it's at. If it's good, I'll bring it back to the house, but I doubt it will be until probably January, February. I mean, it's September, what, 3rd, 4th right now? Yeah, September 4th. So September, October, November, December, that's 4 or 5 months. It's already been sitting out here since spring. Not split, of course, but it'll get there. I think it'll be okay. What else I want to tell you? That might be it. I'm gonna hook my log splitter back up, take it back down to another pile I have of white oak, some big rounds, they're huge. My pickaroon will come in handy there, and I'll get that done. So I'm gonna get to work. So thanks for watching, appreciate it. That was just a little quick video. I don't know how long it's gonna be, it might be longer than I thought, of the YARDMAX 28-ton log splitter, how well it does. It suits my purposes. It's pretty easy to haul back and forth in the woods. Doesn't take up a whole lot of space to store it. So far, I've had it for over a year now. I like it a lot. So works for everything I need it for. So there you go. Again, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Hit that like button, subscribe, make comments. If you have questions, I'll try to answer them. I'm usually pretty good about that kind of stuff. And I will talk to you all later. Bye.